G'day and welcome to another Mongrel Dog production, and welcome to this. This was the finish line for the Four Rivers cycle trail that goes through South Korea. It's taken me 750 kilometres to get to this point. From here I'm going to catch hopefully an early afternoon bus across the country, go to a port city, and from there catch a ferry and go and tour Jeju Island for the next few days. Grab your gear, let's go. Hello. And a bicycle, yeah? Okay. Card okay? Yeah. Thank you. 2 o'clock. Well, that was pretty seamless. I did take a photograph of where I wanted to go, and it was written in both Korean and English. Leaves at 2 o'clock. That'll get me there at dark, but what I can do, I can go and book a hotel online now. At least I know that way I'll have a bed to sleep in. Having said that, there's lots of hotels around the bus and train stations. If I leave here at 2, I'll get there at about 6. Lunch while I wait. I've got time to kill. Seat number 1, and the seats look pretty damn comfortable too, I've got to be honest. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed that bus ride. About 4.5 hours, almost as good as business class on some of the airlines. Huge seats, recline all the way back, footrests, USB chargers, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, very, very comfortable trip indeed for about $60 Australian. I'm at the bus station. I think there's a number of hotels behind the bus station, so I'll go and have a look-see and find a room for the night. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. The next bus trip will be from here back up to Incheon, which is, I think it's about a 5 or 6 hour trip. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that in about a week's time. Trying to find a way out. And I think I found it. Whoopsie, sorry buddy. G'day mate, would you have a room for tonight? Oh, they open out these doors. $50 room, perfect. 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 That'll do, eh? $50. Alright, new day. I'm going to try and catch the 8:30 AM ferry, and during the night I thought, well, I won't do that because the next problem I'm going to have is getting my sorry ass and the bike back to Incheon before I fly out, and I need to know what time the buses leave here. So I've waited till the bus station is open. I'll go there, make some inquiries, and I'll catch the afternoon ferry across to the island, I think, if I can find my way into the bus station. Well, there's the ticket office, but it's very much closed. Could be in some strife here, I think. I'll tell you, as a society, they've got a lot of things going for them. I don't know, little things that would make a difference. Now, these shade shelters at the junctions where you're waiting for the light to change green, you know, seats as well, and extremely clean and tidy. I don't think I've seen one ounce of litter at all on the whole journey, even out in the bush, if you know what I mean. Yeah, obviously proud of their surroundings. Alright, that's the ferry terminal in front of us. These exchanges are always entertaining. Let's see how we go, shall we? Right, well, we've made some progress. I'm glad I didn't try and catch the 8:30 AM ferry because it just wasn't going to happen. Yeah, this young lady, I've asked the question using Google Translate, where do I get tickets for me and the bike, and yeah, she's walked me across the terminal and pointed through a window to the ticketing office. So we're on the right track. Alright, well, if I was a betting man, I'd say the next boat is 1 o'clock this afternoon. Clearly, if there's no boats leaving, or no departures, nobody bothers showing up. Please go upstairs if you need any other information about Jeju travel. Alright, well, I'll do that.
네.
Well, I wasn't expecting that. She spoke good English. Well, she speaks better English than I speak Korean. What I thought was a 1 PM afternoon ferry service is 1 AM. So yeah, they have 2 boats a day, 8:45 and 1 AM. I'm going to catch the 8:45 tomorrow morning, so I've got a bit of time to kill, in fact about 24 hours. So I'll orientate myself to the terminal because it's not here. She said it's a 10-minute drive in a taxi, so I'll go and suss that place out and then find a hotel nearby there and do some local touring, I guess. Australia. Kangaroo.
Oh,
Yeah? Kangaroo. Thank you. Right, okay, well this is the place. Not a lot of activity. Everything's locked up. But anyway, the address was written in both Korean and English. The fact that it was written in English allowed me to get here. The fact that it was written in Korean means that bloke confirmed that, yeah, this is where I've got to be tomorrow morning. About 7:30 to catch the 8:45 boat. Time spent doing reconnaissance is time well spent. I know I've said it before. $50 a night hotel, and the power's just gone off. Earlier today they did say the power was going to be off for about 20 minutes because they were doing some sort of, I don't know, routine maintenance or routine check. But it's just, I mean, it's half-past dark now and it's just shut off completely. But it's not just, yeah, I thought it might have been a bit wider than just the hotel I'm staying in, but everybody else seems to be enjoying electricity, so I'm sure they've made a phone call and I'm sure they'll get it sorted. If not, I want my money back. Maybe they got the apprentice out to do the job earlier today. Maybe he wasn't supervised. Anyway, they'll figure it out, I'm sure. It's been a little while, so I went downstairs to check to see what was going on. There's no workmen there anymore. Everybody's packed up and gone home. Oh, I'm on the 6th floor, by the way. So my guess is we'll be without power tonight.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Well, it's just after 6 AM. There's still no power. Hasn't been any power all night. Sunrise isn't until about 6:40. I've packed the trailer. Now I've got to walk it down 6 flights of stairs. So that'll be the first challenge. Now that that's done, just go down, climb 6 sets of stairs again, pick up the rest of my shit. It's big. It's not the first ferry ride I've ever had. Been on the ferry to Tasmania a couple of times and that boat would probably be twice the size of that, but nonetheless it's still big. I can already see cars lining up. I'm certainly not late, not 7 AM yet, and the boat departs at 8:45, so I'll go to the ticket office. I can see some activity in there, get the ticket, queue up and then take it from there. It's about 4.5 hours over the island, and there'll be things to see and do on board, places to eat, stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. I feel special. Thank you.
신분증 맞춰주세요. 이거는
So many bits of paper. Thank you. Thank you. even economy passengers get allocated a room. I mean, it's no more than a dormitory, but you know what? It's more than I expected. I probably won't be staying in here. You know, I'll probably end up just being outside. But yeah, it's more than I expected. I think I paid about, I don't know, 40 bucks Australian for me and the bike. And as I said before, it's about 140 kilometres, I think, or nautical miles. Oh, I don't know, 4 hours, give me a break. Yeah, I'll be there early afternoon. I'll cycle for a bit this afternoon, maybe for 2 or 3 hours just to put a dent in it. There'll be nothing at the port of any interest for me. Hopefully the air quality will be a bit better on the island, because it ain't good here. On the bicycle, yeah? No, no. Yeah? Okay, thank you. Geez, they really pack them in. Thank you. Just arrived. Welcome to Jeju Island. That was a tough negotiation. I was trying to find out when the boat returns so that I know what I'm dealing with when I get back here. And yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle. Thankfully there was some English speaking bloke, I don't know, from somewhere other than here, and he was asking the same questions and I was able to beat something out of him, some information. So it works out there's only one boat returning per day. It leaves at 4:45 and gets back on the mainland at 11 p.m. I don't know how you're going to go looking for a hotel at 11 p.m. But anyway, I'll worry about that in a few days' time. So welcome to Jeju Island. A very comfortable trip on the way over, I've got to be honest. Very comfortable surroundings, no shortage of food. More than happy with that particular trip. I'll just ride for a couple of hours and then I'll pull up and find a place to live. The weather forecast is not great. It is their, what is it, their mid-autumn, I guess, and it could be a bit overcast and maybe some light showers throughout the week, but we'll figure that out. It's not going to deter me from enjoying the place. As I said before, and looking around, the air quality I hope is going to be a bit better on the island than it is on the mainland. So it wasn't much fun at all over there. Alright, I'm being told to turn right 200 metres. Yeah, just another thing, while I'm on the island I'm going to be touring this anti-clockwise, because over here they drive on the right, which of course is different from where I come from. So because they drive on the right, if I go anti-clockwise, that means there'll be nothing between me and the coastline, the view, not even a lane of traffic. So a handy tip to you young grasshoppers, if you're going to tour an island, then take into consideration whether they drive on the left or right. Tourists. They've got a very busy international airport here too. It's been a flight every few minutes. Box myself in. I've got to unbox myself now. I mentioned they have an international airport close by. I'm not in a hurry today, or in fact for the whole duration while I'm on the island. I've got heaps of time. All evening I've been staring out the window looking at a couple of lighthouses which are a little bit unique, so we'll go and have a look at those. There was the chance of rain this morning and that's come and gone, I hope. There's a chance that it may rain again later today, but hopefully I'll be off the road by then. Anyway, we'll go and have a look at those lighthouses, eh? Interesting. I thought they were llamas, but apparently they're supposed to be in the shape of horses. So there you go. Yeah, so that's the north and south mole of this particular harbour. I'm at Idaho Beach, I think it is. And if they reckon this is their Hawaii, then that's probably their Honolulu. I'm not quite so sure that it measures up to that, but anyway, it's you know, people have been out walking the dog and exercising, and so good on them. Obviously very popular with tour groups. Get on the bus, get off the bus. Get on the bus, get off the bus. Any closer to the water, well, you'd be in it. Right, well here's another one of those certification centres. I've been following these signs for the last number of kilometres that have been telling you how far to go, so this must be part of their overall cycling passport around South Korea. I'm here, I'll get a stamp. Strong winds today. I just saw some wind turbines off the coast, and that can only mean one thing: they stick those things where the wind is quite strong. Unfortunately, yeah, it's a headwind for me. I'm hoping that'll become a tailwind on the other side of the island. I guess I'll know more in a day or two. local fishing port. Well, another certification booth. The next one is at Songgak Mountain, 34.4 kilometres away. I won't make that today. Here's where I am on the island. Obviously started, I don't know, about 10 kilometres this side of the harbour or the city. I've got no real destination in mind today, but I'm certainly not going to bust my ass to go and do another 34 kilometres today. I've covered, I think, nearly 40 so far, and if I do, I don't know, 50 or 60, I'll be happy with that. But only just early afternoon. It's probably about, I don't know, maybe up past 12. Strong headwind continues, and I think once I get to the end of this particular part of the island and start heading, what would it be, south, it could be tougher. We'll see. I think I might go and seek shelter, because that looks like another serious rain band about to go over the top of me. I've pulled over a couple of times already today just to get out of the rain. Interesting, when I got here yesterday, there was nobody at reception. There is no reception. But they got these self-serve kiosks, whether you've got a reservation or you just, I mean, you can't walk in now because it's too early, but you just go through the prompts, follow the prompts, provide some ID, pay by credit card, and it spits out a key. Saves having somebody sitting behind a desk, I guess, through the graveyard shift and that sort of thing. The same will probably apply for me later on today, because I'm actually going to stay in the same chain of hotels, just up the road. So I'll walk you through the process then, maybe. Right, second full day of riding on the island. I screwed up again yesterday. I took for granted finding a place to sleep would be quite easy, and towards the end of the day it was going to be clear to me that it wasn't. So I had to keep going a little bit further than I would have liked. I found a nice hotel in town. Cheap enough. Yeah, I've got to get a little bit more organised when it comes to accommodation. And in fact, I've done that for today. The bound this leg is only going to be short, and I've already identified a hotel in a town just up the road. I'm sure it won't be the same stress that I experienced yesterday. So I'll pick up this bike path again and start, making my way along the coastline. G'day mate, how you going? Where I am now, and I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, I'll put up a screenshot you can see for yourself, but where I am now, during prior to World War II, and I don't want to bring up old wounds, but the Japanese used to control Korea, and while they were losing the battle, losing the war, they started digging in, so to speak, on this particular peninsula. There's evidence of bunkers and all that sort of stuff all around the coastline. But anyway, after the war, Japan was told to hand back Korea to the Koreans, and they couldn't decide whether they wanted to be communist or I guess democracy. So they drew a line across the 38th, I think it was the 38th parallel. And that's how you ended up with North and South Korea. Yeah, interesting place. Lots of local tourists there. All indications are, departure, Mokpo, 16:45, boarding at 16:10. So all the indications are that I'm on the right track. Unfortunately, all these other riders don't speak English. Not that I expect them to. Maybe I'm expected to speak Korean. Doesn't matter, we'll get there. I just don't want to book accommodation over there until I've got a ticket. G'day mate, how you going? You speak English? No? Oh. Right. It's about the most sensible thing I'll get out of them, I think.